Hey, so this is an extension to John Mack's Unity third-person control tutorial 11 addressing the SetLookAtPosition using Mechanim. So in more current versions of Unity, Mechanim has changed, and so there are three things that I want to address. The first is that the default avatar needs to be set to a humanoid character, so that's one problem that people are running into. Another one is going into the animator base layer and hitting the settings button, and you can't see it, but it says IK pass and there's a checkbox, so we want to check that on so that the base layer has IK accessibility. The last thing is an OnAnimationIK void that needs to be placed onto the character controller logic because the character controller is on the same object as the animator. If you're trying to access it on another script on another object, it just doesn't run. But the OnAnimationIK void works in the same way that an update runs, so it's updating all the time. The first thing we want to do is go into the camera follow and comment out anything that is accessing the SetLookAtPosition because Unity just doesn't like that anymore. Once you've done that, then we want to create some new variables. So a public vector3, and name it whatever you want, but we want it to represent the first person view orientation, and public float look weight. So these will just allow the character controller logic script to access these later. Then we want to go into the first person camera state and just say that first person view position, this new variable that we created, is equal to the math that John had placed out for its position. From here we can, all of the look weight stuff has already been done, so you can keep that. Then we want to go into the character controller logic, and at the top we want to create some variables, a public game object main cam, which we will define in the editor, a vector3, we're just naming it the same thing, and a float, that's the look weight. So these three. Then we need to establish the link between the character controller logic script and the camera follow script. So we're saying game cam is equal to the main cam get component camera follow script. Then we can go down to fixed update and define what the variables should be linked to on the other script. So this variable is going to equal the game cams variable, and look weight is also going to do the same thing. The final thing is going and creating a public void at the bottom that is OnAnimationIK. This needs to be outside of any of the updates, the fixed updates, or the late updates. And here we define the animator controller, whatever you called it, and then the SetLookAtPosition, and then putting in the variable, and same with the lookAtWeight. If you save that out, then you'll have to go to the default avatar and scroll down to the main cam. You'll need to drag the main camera into that slot, and from there you should be good. So if we play and we go into our scene so we can see our character, we can go into our first person view, and we can look up and look down, and the character's head is moving along with it. And that should be it. Hope it was helpful, and I'll check you later.